What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Series 2, Episode 1 of our Leeds United career mode. We currently are having a look at what teams are in the Premier League. We've got Preston, Nottingham Forest, and I'm pretty sure it's Brentford United that have joined the Premier League this season. Jumping into the pre-season tournament, we're taking on AC Milan in the first game, and we managed to pick up the first goal with Rafinha in the 43rd minute. Moving into the end of the game, we win 1-0, which is really good actually, considering AC Milan are considerably better. Game 2 is against Salisu, who we already managed to pick up the first goal in 6 minutes with Rodrigo. We managed to pick up another goal with Rodrigo in the 23rd minute. Rafinha has been injured, hence why there was a little glitch there, because I had to sub him off. Pick up the third goal with Roberts in the 75th minute. And that is how the game ends, 3-0. So 2 wins out of 2 in the pre-season tournament. Moving into game number 3 against SC Braga. Bit harder game actually, but we managed to pick up the first goal again with Rodrigo continuing his form from last season. We managed to pick up another goal from Josh Da Silva in the 60th minute to make it 2-0 Leeds United. And that is how the game ends. Another win being 2-0 to Leeds United. We take on FC Porto in the next game, and we managed to go 1 goal down in the 14th minute, and that's really the whole game. We managed to lose 1-0 to Porto, and I think that knocks us out of the competition. Now I'm just going to show you that we're going to buy Skov, who is a left wing back, but I want to use him as a centre mid because he's one of those players that has he's not too fast, so he's not the most ideal on the left hand side, but in the midfield he can defend, he can attack, he ticks the box of being a free kick taker because he's got 88 free kick accuracy, so he's meant to be really good, and once he's in that centre mid he will be pushing Da Silva to that right centre mid position, and he'll be taking that left centre mid position. So it'd be nice to have him pairing up with Da Silva and giving Da Silva a bit more of a chance to keep pushing forward to pick up goals. We've also tried to get Click to go, but Click will go later on in today's episode. We sell him to Sheffield United, but this now means that Skov will replace Click as our first choice centre mid, which is really nice, and he's not going to cost us too much money to fund. As you can see, we've still 11 million to spend on other players, and we've still got quite a nice amount of weekly budget wage. Just sorting out the weekly wage and how much bonus he'll get from when he signs on. They managed to drop the sign-on bonus a lot, and the weekly wage will match what we want. Moving into our first game, the game decided not to show us the starting 11 and substitutes, but this is the starting 11 and substitutes for Leeds United and Aston Villa just before we jump into the game. First goal comes in the 4th minute from a corner from Skov, getting his first assist in his first appearance, and a beautiful header from, I think it is Koch, who is our right centre back. So beautiful goal to make us go 1-0 above Aston Villa in the first game of the Premier League Season 2. And the ball nearly got saved by Martinez, and the bar actually nearly stopped it from going in because it was such a acute angle. It nearly went over, and it's just lucky to have crept into the back of the net. Villa are managing to break through, and Llorente and Koch have a terrible time at the back, and they play a cheeky 1-2 to be able to get Meisler out of position to find the back of the net with De La Cruz, who is a midfielder, I think, for Villa, and he was in a beautiful position to be able to take that shot, and they worked really hard to get that opportunity there. I know our defence messed up, but beautiful teamwork just to take out that last defender that was actually trying to get back to defend, and to also take out Meisler as well. Our next goal falls to the one and only Rodrigo, who manages to make it 2-1 Leeds United. A beautiful through ball from, I think, Rafinha. And Rodrigo lets it run, and he just runs onto it and takes 2-3 touches and then manages to find the far right hand corner. Oh, it was from De Silva, sorry. De Silva gets the assist, and yeah, just beautiful overall link-up play from the three players involved there, and just a beautiful finish. Surprised the Villa centre-back didn't put his foot out to try and stop it, but I guess he just didn't think he would get a touch. Helder Costa running down the left-hand side. He sees Rodrigo making the run into the box, unmarked, and Rodrigo first-time volley into the back of the net past Martinez to make it 3-1 Leeds United in the 71st minute. Beautiful teamwork, and I'm still thinking to make Costa a striker because otherwise we've got Tyler Roberts, who really needs to go out on loan, or Groot, I think it is, or Grot, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but I think he's more of a winger, so we're looking at making him a right mid. So I think Costa being a striker is a great second option. He might still be able to play like left wing or right wing every so often, but I think he's definitely like a great second choice striker. And Villa are looking for another goal. They managed to find Samatta somehow from that far, and Samatta makes it 3-2. Still in Leeds United's favour, but he managed to pick up the second goal just to get us to worry a little bit. But again, defence not doing their best. Llorente was a bit out of position, but maybe we still need a new centre-back, who knows. And that is how the first game of the Premier League season ends. We managed to pick up 3 points in a 3-2 win over Aston Villa. Very close, with Rodrigo taking 3 shots and getting 2 goals. Jan Bednarek there having some nice words with Rodrigo. He is one of the centre-backs we could look at bringing into our team. Here's our starting 11 for the next game in the Premier League, with Skov starting in and Harrison at the left mid position. Moving over, we'll have a look at our opponent's side. We're taking on Leicester City, and there are their 4 at the back. They're 3 midfielders with Wilfred Ndidi in the middle, Under, Iheanacho and James Maddison up front for them. A quite deadly trio in my opinion. Leicester City getting the first opportunity in the game, falling to Iheanacho up front to make it 1-0 Leicester City. And this celebration is just beautiful. I think it's just really well timed, and it shows they're all on the same page, because it was some beautiful build-up play to find Iheanacho in the box. He manages just to pass it past Meisler to make it 1-0. Leicester City are on the attack again. A beautiful over-the-top through ball to find Maddison, who manages to find the bottom left-hand corner to make it 2-0 Leicester City. That initial pass, I think it was probably from like Yuri Tillemans or someone like that, was just like pinpoint accuracy to where it actually had to land for Maddison to just take the first controlling touch and then 2 touches to get around our defender and then put it in the bottom left-hand corner. Just mesmerising, that little link-up play there. They're playing very well to get around our midfield and defence. We have managed to give a penalty away, and Maddison manages to convert the penalty to make it 3-0 Leicester City. I don't see us coming back from this at all, because we're now 3-0 down in the second half, so it's going to be quite a hard climb back. But beautiful penalty to make it 3-0, sending Meisler the wrong way. And that is how the game ends. 3-0 Leicester City, with Maddison picking up 2 of the goals and Iheanacho picking up 1 of them. Dropped 3 points in the second game, but we remember we have the 3 points from the first game, so out of the 2 we're not doing too badly compared to other teams. Here we are, we're moving into the transfer for Click for Sheffield United. He's gonna go. I'm gonna try and get much money as possible. They still want to stick at 5. I'll meet the middle call with 500 because it's a very good offer for him considering his valuation is 4.6 mil, and he moves to them later on. Jumping into our next game, we are playing Liverpool, probably the hardest game we will see today. Actually, Milan just underneath, but that is their starting 11 and substitutions. We have Meisler starting in goal with Shackleton, Llorente, Koch and Sessegnon as our defence, with Phillips sitting just in front of them. Rafinha, De Silva, Skov and Costa in the midfield, Rodrigo up front, and there is our substitutions as well. We get the first opportunity in the game, falling to Rodrigo, who manages to calmly and easily put it past Alisson, the Liverpool goalkeeper, to make it 1-0 Leeds United. Rodrigo continuing his great run of form from last season and already pushing for the golden boot that he so deserved last season. Link-up play from Costa and Rodrigo was on point to get Rodrigo through on goal around the 3 Liverpool defenders, and Alisson probably should have saved that if he just reacted a little bit quicker, but Rodrigo manages to make sure it is far enough away to make it 1-0. We've given a penalty away to Liverpool in the 25th minute. Salah steps up to take it, and he manages to hit it off the post and nothing comes from it. Rodrigo gets the next opportunity in the 40th minute from a blunder at the back, and Rafinha manages just to convert it to make it 2-0 Leeds United. He nearly lost it at the end there because of one of the Liverpool defenders getting back and nearly taking the ball away, but he managed to get his foot on it, and we've seen him do that many times before. Rodrigo was very lucky to pick up the ball there, and he just was unselfish, and that unselfishness nearly didn't pay off because of that little awkward touch Rafinha took to make sure he actually got the ball under control, but he was lucky to put it into the back of the net. We have been granted a penalty. Roberts steps up to take it, and Alisson managed to save it and put it out of play. Unlucky for Roberts not to pick up his first Premier League goal this season, but he's definitely going to see a bit more play, and hopefully he'll go on loan. And that's it. Liverpool are devastated to lose 2-0 to Leeds United. We fought hard to make sure we got this win, with Rodrigo and Rafinha picking up the goals there. Beautiful play between both of them to be able to make sure that we won. Their defender looking a bit disheartened because it was kind of his fault that we managed to get those 2 easy goals. And we currently sit 5th in the Premier League after 3 games, 2 wins, 1 loss, and this is where everyone else sits within the league. Preston are sitting in 12th. They're not doing too bad considering they came up this season. Brentford in 17th and Nottingham Forest in 20th. They're all 3 teams that came up this season, and they're showing that they need to put the effort in. Thank you for watching today's episode. If you enjoyed the episode, please leave a like and subscribe so you get notified every week when the episodes go live. And if you want to leave any comments about players, please leave them down below. And ta-ra!